Have you ever shared something small, just a detail, and regretted it almost immediately? Or maybe you've felt that unsettling chill when someone repeats back a fact about your life, one you don't remember ever telling them? Why are we so drawn to revealing ourselves in a world that so often hasn't earned the right to know us? In this video, we're uncovering 5 types of personal information you should never share, especially if you value your safety, freedom, and peace of mind. But beyond that, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can guide us through this age of constant exposure, because sometimes the most dangerous threat isn't another person. It's your own impulse to speak when silence would have served you better. Let's begin. 1. Your successes and possessions. In a world obsessed with visibility, success is no longer something you quietly build. It's something you're pushed to perform. Every app, every feed, gently nudges you to announce your milestones. A new job, a car, a home, a win. But here's the truth. When you put your achievements on display, you're not just attracting admiration, you're inviting attention. And sometimes, that attention comes from the wrong kind of people. You don't need to flaunt luxury to become a target. Even modest updates suggest stability, access, opportunity, words that are like magnets to those watching from the sidelines, not all of whom wish you well. The Stoics warned us about this kind of vanity disguised as authenticity. For them, real strength was quiet. Virtue didn't need an audience. In today's world, that translates to restraint, celebrating in private, sharing only with those who have earned that closeness. Because the more mystery you maintain, the less predictable, and the less vulnerable, you become. 2. Your whereabouts. If wealth makes you attractive, movement makes you accessible. Together, they make you a risk. Each time you check in online, post a story from a hotel, or tag your location in real time, you're doing more than sharing a moment. You're revealing a pattern. And patterns can be exploited. An airport selfie tells more than where you're headed. It tells strangers your home is empty. A gym check-in says you're away from your house at that exact time every day. To you, it's a post. To someone else, it's a blueprint. The Stoics taught us to act with intention, not impulse. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to pause, reflect, and ask why we do what we do. So ask yourself, is that post worth the cost of exposure? The safest locations are the ones that stay unannounced. Because if they know where you are, it's not hard for someone to figure out how to reach you. 3. How you protect yourself. These days, security is smart, and often, so is the thief. From smart locks to alarm apps, we're quick to show how secure we are. But every time you talk about what systems you use, where you store your valuables, or how your home is protected, you're revealing the very details someone would need to break in. Even a simple comment like "I don't lock the back door" or "we don't have a dog" can signal opportunity to the wrong ears. The Stoics would call this false strength. Epictetus once said, "Don't display your treasures, protect them." And in this case, your treasure is your sense of safety. 4. Your deep vulnerabilities. We live in a culture that praises vulnerability. And in the right hands, among trusted friends, therapists, or close communities, it is healing. But when your personal struggles spill into the public eye, you're not just opening up, you're opening the door for someone to use that information against you. It's not always malicious. Sometimes, it's strategic. People remember more than you think. That your father passed last year. That your child walks home alone. That you feel unsafe in your apartment. To you, it was just being honest. To someone else, it's a map. Seneca wrote, "Do not confide in everyone." Not because you should hide, but because wisdom knows the difference between expression and exposure. Share your pain, but only with those who've earned the right to carry it. Because in the wrong hands, even your most human moments can be twisted into weapons. 5. Your intentions and next moves. There's one more layer of exposure most people forget: your plans. When you share your dreams, goals, or even upcoming decisions too early, you open them up to doubt, sabotage, or unnecessary influence. Sometimes, it's better to build in silence and let the results speak. Because not every voice that responds to your ambition is rooting for your success. The Stoics valued clarity of purpose, but they practiced restraint in declaring it. Your journey is yours. Protect it. Move in silence, and let the work unfold before the world gets to weigh in. Security should be hidden, not broadcasted. Because the most dangerous doors aren't the ones without locks. They are the ones whose locks you describe to the world. In a time where oversharing is rewarded and privacy is mistaken for secrecy, discretion isn't just smart, it's essential. This isn't about paranoia. It's about presence. It's about awareness. It's about power. There's a kind of silence that isn't empty, it's intentional. It says, I don't owe you everything. I know what matters, and I choose what I reveal. So ask yourself, what are you sharing today that someone could use tomorrow? Which parts of your life are you putting on display, not realizing the cost? Stoicism doesn't ask you to fear. It asks you to see clearly, to act with purpose, and to guard what matters. If this message resonates with you, comment below. What's one thing you decided to stop sharing, starting now? Your insight might help someone else think twice. And if you're serious about living with intention in a noisy world, subscribe to Mental Dose. This is where we sharpen the mind, strengthen our boundaries, and build a quieter kind of power. Stay grounded. Stay alert. Stay with us.